right, y'all. Good morning. It is 6:33 on October 3rd. This is the beginning of my last full week of work. How's this phone falling? This is the beginning of this is the last full week of work for me. Next week we have Columbus Day, so I'm only working 4 days next week. And that's my last day. October 14th. That's my last day. So I'm just chronicling my last few days at work. So we're going to put all these videos together and do like a little video journal of my last few days at work. So it's on the countdown, y'all. Bye. Good morning, everybody. It is Monday, October 10th. Yeah, October 10th. So, of course, banks are closed today, so I'm off today. I just took my daughter to work. She had to be at work at 7:30 this morning, so I dropped her off. So, y'all know what this is. This is my last week of work. My last week of work. And then I only have 4 days to work this week. Tuesday through Friday. Not another Saturday. Not another Friday evening. None of that. After this Friday, and I get off early this Friday too, so I'm not gonna have to be there till 6 o'clock this Friday. But I'm excited. So I am going to continue to count down. I know I sound stuffy because it's still early. But anyway, I'm going to continue to count down and do my video every day. I'm going to try to remember. I got to do it every day. I got to remember that. But I cannot tell y'all how excited I am for this new season of life that I'm about to go into, or back into rather. But it'll be different now because my older two are at work. They're working now and doing all that good stuff. So I only have two at home. But that's great. I'm looking forward to it. So I will see you guys, Lord willing, next morning. It'll be 3 days. Bye. All right, y'all. It is Tuesday, October the 11th, and I have Wednesday, Thursday. No, wait. Yeah, Wednesday, Thursday, and a wake up. So I have, is that 3 days left? Yeah, whatever. Anyway, I started telling my customers today that Friday was my last day. And some of them were like, oh, we're going to miss you and we wish you the best and all that good stuff. So I was like, oh, thank you. I still don't know if I'm going to have a going away party. I don't know. I don't think they're doing that for me. I know the person that I work with is probably going to do something for me, but like the bank as a whole do something? Nah, I doubt it very seriously. They're probably just going to kick me out the door and be like, oh, it was good to work with you, blah, blah, blah. But, and it doesn't matter. But, sometimes you get your hopes up just a little bit just to see that, if people are actually going to appreciate you for the work that you've done, filling in for people and coming in when other people weren't there and all that good stuff. But, at this point, it doesn't matter. But anyway, I'm excited. I'm still counting down the days and it's getting closer. And I'm excited because Friday night, we're going to celebrate my husband's birthday weekend. His birthday is actually on Thursday, I believe, but we can't celebrate until the weekend. So we're going to be doing that this weekend as well as celebrating my quote unquote retirement. So I'm looking forward to that too. some time away, some rest and relaxation. So I'm looking forward to that as well. But anyway, I'll keep y'all posted. Next day, count down. Bye. Hey y'all, it is Wednesday, October 12th, 2022. I am just giving you another update. I'm on my lunch break. I got like 8 minutes. So I'm going to go back into work in just a few minutes, but I wanted to do my daily video of chronicling how many days I have left. So I have tomorrow and a wake up. So that's technically 2 days, but hey, that's cool. And I wanted to say so much more, but I guess I'm gonna wait. Y'all, I'm so grateful for this job that the Lord has allowed me to have for almost 4 years. My last day is just a few days shy of my 4-year anniversary being here, but that's cool too. But yeah, I am excited, y'all. I'm counting down the days. I am seeking wisdom from the Lord and just waiting to see what he's going to do next, where he's going to take our family next, and just want to be in his will for whatever it is that he has for us. But anyway, I just wanted to say a quick hello and goodbye because my clock is ticking. I got to go back to work in a few minutes. But anyway, today is Wednesday. Oh, y'all, tomorrow's my husband's birthday. Tomorrow, my husband will be 52. So yeah, we're excited about that. We're going to celebrate this weekend, but Lord willing. But anyway, I just wanted to drop in and say hi. We're on the countdown. 2 more days. All right, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye. Hey y'all, well, it's Thursday. I have 1 more day. Thursday. Friday is tomorrow, Lord willing, and I am more than excited. So I just wanted to, and let me just say this. The last 2 days, I've had this one customer come in at 3:45 maybe. We close at 4. To ask me to add somebody onto her account. And I try to be patient with her because she's an older lady. She's an elderly lady. And I'm just like, why do you wait this late in the evening to do this? But anyway, I'm going to get her taken care of, Lord willing, tomorrow. And then I'm done. So I should be able to leave tomorrow around 2:30ish. So I'm excited about that too. So I don't have to stay there all day. But anyway, I will do another video tomorrow of my last day. And like I said, I don't anticipate a celebration, so to speak. I doubt that happens, but whatever. So we'll see. But I will come back and talk to y'all again, Lord willing, tomorrow. Last day. Bye. Okay, y'all. I thought I was going to make it out of there without crying. That didn't work. My supervisor, Lisa, and my other co-worker, supervisor, Eloy, have been amazing people to work for and to work with. I could not have asked for a better team of people to work for and to work with. They were very accommodating. I mean, when God set this up, he really set it up. And I give all praise and glory to him. I was very specific in my prayers And he gave me exactly what I asked for and then some. How many bosses cry when you leave? She walked me out to my car and we hugged and cried together. And that's very rare. Very rare. And I'm grateful. I am beyond grateful. But now I'm ready for the next season in my life. Whatever God is going to do. And I am so thankful and grateful. I'll see you guys. She's still waving. I'll see you guys the next time. Bye.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Well, I'm out here in Conroe. The wife and I are spending my birthday and her returning home from working outside the home for almost 4 years. So we had a little celebration. We were at actually a B&B for the weekend. So wanted to take you guys around the perimeter of this lovely home where we are staying at for the weekend. So let's check it out. So this is the front of the home here. Very nice manicured lawn, nice area here. Go around the side of the house here. And there's a golf course behind the house. This is the back of the house. This is the back of the house here. This is the indoor patio, or sunroom, as my wife calls it. But this is the backyard, or the back area here. This is the golf course. As you can see, all the way back here. Nice area. There was some guys out here playing golf earlier. And there's the missus. You can't really see her right now. She's standing in the window. Can't really see her. She's looking at her phone, charging the phone. Look, there she is right there. This is the outside patio. Y'all can't see her. See? She's this is the outside patio area here. This door's probably locked. No, it's not locked. This is the indoor patio. There she is right there. Look at her. Are you coming out? Are you coming out, ma'am?
Sure.
Come on. There she is, y'all. Looking all fine and beautiful. There she is. So,
It's beautiful.
just want to take y'all on a little tour again. So again, outside area. With a hammock right here. Yeah, my wife wanted to get away, so she decided to pick this place for us to hang out. This is the other side of the house. There's a lawn guy over there. See the lawnmower there. I mean, yeah, nice quiet area. Again, little golf course here. Let me walk back in, let you take a little, y'all see a little tour of the home. Very nice. This is the dining area here. Again, that's the beautiful one right there. Got a little bit of our little snacks right here, as you can see that. This is the living area. And then they have an office area where I've been in here doing a little bit of editing and things like that. The chairs in front of the house. Our car. Getting the lawn guy. Very nice, cozy area, home. This is the kitchen. They have a washroom. That room is there, it's locked. They have a washroom here, bathroom in there, the washroom, a little microwave there. Down the hall. This is the master bedroom here. That's the master bedroom in there. That's the master bedroom. This is another bedroom. Very nice. This is a hallway. Another bedroom. Nice bedroom area here. And then down this hallway, there is this is another guest bathroom. Shower. This is a nice, quiet, cozy area. And just want y'all to see where we were. There she is right there. This is the one who did it, right here. This beautiful thing right there. She chose this place for the weekend. So, enjoying ourselves. All right, so getting ready to head out. Don't know where we're going yet. So I guess wherever we go, we'll keep y'all posted and informed. All right. So talk.
Just taking y'all on a small little tour. We're leaving the house today. Apparently they play golf here. It's another bedroom. Another bedroom. Another bathroom.
Welcome to Love, Life, and Marriage with The Woods. I am Saiko.
And I am Sharon.
And welcome to our channel. Please do the following. Please like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell at the bottom of this video. That way whenever we go live or post any content or information, you'll be one of the first to view it. Also, if you'd like to support the ministry financially, you can do that through Cash App. We're not doing PayPal anymore.
Nope.
And why aren't we doing PayPal anymore, Ms. Woods?
Well, because they supposedly leaked a statement that said that they would be
Penalized.
fining people who
Yeah.
say certain things that whatever that they don't agree with. Basically.
Yeah. So basically,
but then they tried to recap and tried to say that wasn't supposed to be leaked. Basically.
Yeah. So we're not gonna take any chances with PayPal. So Cash App, you can use that information below at the bottom of this video. Also, BCV yearbook chapter verse.
You want to use Zelle?
You can use Zelle. You can also use Zelle.
Yeah.
ZELLE. You can use Zelle. If you'd like to support the ministry through the purchase of the BCV merchandise, you can do that. Also through the link posted below the video as well. Ladies and gentlemen, this day has finally arrived. This day that my wife and I had been praying for, that she has been laying on her pretty face before the Lord for. She's been supplicating and all other cadings to have her prayers answered, not just heard, but answered, has finally arrived. My wife is now once again a stay-at-home wife and mother.
Yes.
She's finally home, and we are excited about it. So we want to talk about that. We want to talk about my 52nd birthday celebration. As you can see, the pillows behind us in the back seat. We had spent the weekend at a B&B. I would like to know, what is an Airbnb? Because that's what I hear these things called, Airbnb. Does that mean somebody is flying to go to these locations or something? What
I don't know where they got the name
I don't know,
from.
but that's what. Am I correct in saying this Airbnb? Okay.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, so we spent the weekend out in Conroe. We'll give you some of the video highlight and tour of our getaway from home as well. But I want us to just talk about, my wife's finally coming home from work after working away from home for almost 4 years. When would have made 4 years, dear?
Yep.
When? I'm sorry. When
on
would
the
have made
22nd.
It would have made on the 22nd
of October.
Mm-hmm. So just a week shy?
Yeah.
Wow. I thought it was November. Okay.
No,
so,
it's October.
Okay, so So just shy of 4 years, but basically, she started working back again outside of the home in 2018 to 2022, and I'll just say this: I could not have done. Did I pass up the exit? Yes, I did.
I thought it said
I passed it just that way.
west. We're not going.
No, we already passed it.
How did that happen?
Because we were talking. I'm turning around. I'm turning around. I ain't doing this. So anyway, but I could not have done what I needed to do without my wife's help and support. Our family could not have done what we needed to do without my wife's help. And this is why it is important for, spouses, husbands and wives to work together, to have a goal, to have a plan, and to see those plans, come to pass. And I'll say again, I shared this verse with my wife a couple of weeks ago. I think it was in Proverbs 12:13. Hope deferred makes the heart sick, but a desire fulfilled is a tree of life. I think that was the reference. I may be forgetting it because I'm trying to turn around right now. But anyway, but it's something when you see your desires, your dreams, your prayers, your goals being met, and God doing that through the means that He has provided. So again, I wanted to just share with the viewing audience, your journey and what really brought you to what really brought you to the point where okay, this is then now it's time for me to come home. I think I believe we met our our goal. I believe this is something we can do now. How much of this has been a step out of faith, or walk us through your process, because from 2018 to 2022, you had some doubts and some apprehensions about whether or not you was gonna be coming home soon.
Yeah.
Remember, we used to drive to work every morning, talking about, asking the Lord, Lord, if it's your will for Mark to return home, let us, help us to do that. And until then, we want to be faithful over what you have entrusted to us, and all that. So let's talk about it.
First of all, I don't remember when our prayer shifted from me working, when I started working. How long after that to when we shifted our prayers to me wanting to come back home? I want to say probably like the third year, maybe.
Third year. Year 3?
Yeah.
Wow.
Somewhere around there.
Okay.
But we talked about, okay, but what would that look like, and how do we make that happen? Because we knew that, first of all, when the older two because at first we thought they were both going to be gone anyway.
Yes.
But they're still home, but they are working now. So
right.
They will attend school. One will attend school in spring. But the point is, we don't have the security of them being home like we did before.
Right.
And then too, also, we talked about, or what I talked about, I brought it up to you, that there's several things that I think were missing or lacking on the home front.
Okay, let's talk about it.
As far as me being able to carry out my wife duties, as far as taking care of the home and the kids and all that kind of stuff. What in the world?
The car's slowing down.
Anyway, it became difficult. I'll say that. It became difficult for me to not only maintain both of those things, and honestly, some things just slipped through the cracks.
Because you're working out of time.
Because I was working,
And that's, can you touch on the reason what made you decide to, what, I think maybe right now in this season, even though our girls are in school, because at the time we were homeschooling all 4 of them,
Yeah.
But what was it? What was the turning point for you to say, you know what? I think, you know, for right now, you know, maybe it's best for me to step out and get back out to the workforce.
Yeah, I think we started having the conversation. You asked me, I believe, would I mind? And I said no. You know, I wouldn't mind, because I didn't want to put all of the burden on you to try to have to figure out how we're going to make ends meet, so to speak. And we did not want to take our girls away from homeschooling. We did not want to put them back in public school.
And are we grateful for that now?
We are so grateful that we did not do that.
Yeah. I mean, jeez.
And God provided.
Yeah.
Even when we decided to stick to our guns and do what we set out to do, God still provided for us.
We want to live an extravagant lifestyle, nothing like that either.
Well, we don't do that anyway.
Right.
But
just for those who may be, you know.
But that was our prayer and our desire, was for our girls to remain in homeschool.
Yep.
And not just homeschooling, but Christian education.
Right. And God has been faithful in doing that and has consistently done that in the last two. Yes. Yeah,
we only have 2 left now that are in school.
Yes.
So when the conversations came up, you know, our prayer was, okay, well, Lord, if it is your will, allow me, and you said allow my wife to find, you know, a job. And then we laid out even more specific. I said close to home. I said not too strenuous, you know, something that would not, you know, be stressful.
Yeah. And how you come home being burnt out and all that kind of stuff. And
the hours would be, you know, conducive to our home life. And I got all of that.
But why was that important to be that specific? I think, you know, don't you think we can, you know, a lot of us as Christians, we make these general prayers as though, yeah, we know God knows,
right?
But it's the dependence. I think would you agree or say that being specific also expresses our, number one, our desires, but our vulnerability and transparency before God, that we like, Lord, you
exactly
know, okay.
And when He answers those things, and you can say, well, you don't have to question, okay, well, was it for this or was it for that?
Right.
You know, you can specifically say, okay, He answered this specific prayer because we asked for this specific thing.
Yes.
So we can attribute it to those prayers that we prayed. And like I said, He gave above and beyond what we asked for.
Yes.
Within a month, I believe, I was offered a full-time position, because when I started, I went back part-time.
Yes.
I didn't have to be at work until later in the morning. I didn't have to be at work some days until noon.
Yeah.
But that lasted all of 4 weeks or so.
Yeah.
And I was offered a full-time position because somebody left. And I had to pray about that, because it was the early morning shift, meaning I had to be at the bank at 6:45 a.m.
Yep.
Because the branch that I was at opens at 7 o'clock.
Yes.
So, you know, there was no typical banker's hours for that branch.
Right.
And I knew, I said, okay, Lord, if I take this, that's going to mean I've got to be dedicated. I've got to be able to get up that time of morning every day. But it had its perks also, because I got early days during the week. I got an early day during the week. I didn't have to work every Saturday, because as a part-timer, you have to work every Saturday.
Yep. So your weekends was already going to be.
Yeah. So all of that kind of played itself out, which was perfect. So I took the full-time position. And those of you who don't know me, I was not an early riser. I am not a morning person. I can stay up all night, but I'm not a morning person. So that required me to ask the Lord for strength in that area too.
Yes. It took you out of your comfort zone.
It did. It definitely took me out of my comfort zone, but you know, it took me back to when I was working at the bank years ago. That was the same shift that I had.
Okay.
I opened at 6:45, but I got off at 3. So, but of course, back then I was in my 20s, so that's a huge difference
Right.
from being in my 20s or being 20
Right.
to being in my 40s, which is when I started working here.
Yeah.
But the job was not stressful. My work environment was not stressful. I had a good coworker. We had an understanding. You know, all of those things.
Yeah. I mean, God gave you favor on that job, dude. I mean,
did.
You know, he gave you a supervisor that was, you know, gracious, understanding.
Yeah.
You know, and then that developed into a friendship, and we ended up being invited to his home.
Yeah.
Where I taught a Bible study because they found out that I was a pastor.
Right.
And that was a blessing. Then you ended up, you know, being connected with other people. So you see, I guess looking back, you can see God's hand was orchestrating
And
because
all of
He
it.
answered your prayers regarding
Yes.
the distance, regarding the hours worked.
Yes.
He answered your prayer. You know, having associates or coworkers or you know managers that you can get along with.
Right.
You know, and so that was a blessing. I would say also, God was definitely involved in sustaining us because you did not get a paycheck for 6 weeks.
When I first started, y'all. Now they've since worked it out.
Yeah, but
Of course, after, but when I was there, when I first started, they did not have these little kinks worked out yet. I did not get my first paycheck. I started October 18th. I did not get my first paycheck until November 30th.
Yep. And we needed
it so badly back then.
I don't know how. It's kind of what Pastor Coleman was saying in church this morning. Looking back, how God sustains you with little and give you favor.
Yes.
Through other people, through other ways.
Right.
Because I mean, we was in 2018, 2019, and then 2020. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So those first 3 years, really the first 2 was really hard.
Yeah, I was
financially. It was
18
really
and
hard.
19. Yeah.
It was really hard.
It was. But
so,
a part of our prayer was that the Lord would give us favor with the VA.
Yes.
That was part of our morning prayer as well.
Yes.
And He answered that prayer.
Yes.
In the midst of all of everything else that was going on, He answered that prayer as well. But He allowed us to both be essential workers.
Yes.
So neither one of us lost our jobs.
Right.
Neither one of us were laid off.
No.
Neither one of us were told not to come to work if we didn't get, you know.
Yeah.
And we were just blessed in that area. And the funny thing is, my job, they didn't have all these quote unquote strict requirements. I never got an email during that time, especially during the pandemic. I never got an email that said, we are requiring you to do A, B, C, and D.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
And I know people who did it because they did get an email and then regretted it later.
Yep. I mean, I had people ask me for help for getting exemption letters.
Oh yeah.
I had to help them get exemption letters for this stuff.
Yeah.
So, and even though I was grateful for my job, they didn't require that either. But I was assisting people in getting that. But God protected us and God preserved us. Even though we were going through, we still saw His hand, in our lives and in those situations. So, what would you say then? Okay, you have now basically just say 4 years. A week from just say 4 years.
Yeah.
4 years ago, looking at the holidays that you had to negotiate, working, off and on.
My coworker and I, we alternated.
Yeah.
Because Thanksgiving week is usually my birthday week.
Yep.
But Thanksgiving is also his wedding anniversary week.
Man.
So, but his is at the end of November.
Yeah.
And my birthday is usually the week of Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So, we alternated. And he let me have it the first time. No, he had the first time because I remember I had to work that first Thanksgiving. And then the one after that, he let me have it. And then I had it again the next year. And then he took it, or going to take it this coming year.
Yeah.
I'm not there. So,
Right.
but yeah, so we alternated. But that was the kind of understanding that we had, you know, and that was a blessing in and of itself.
Yep. But okay, but now looking back on all of this though, so you knew working would help the family. In our minds, part-time, you know, it's like okay, if part-time hours is going to be helpful, then praise God.
Yeah.
But when they offered you full-time, you called me and said, you know, they're offering me a full-time position. I said, well, I'm pretty sure they're going to offer you that anyway, Sharon. I said, that was going to happen. And he's like, I don't know. And I said, well, let's look at our family dynamic.
Yeah.
You know, of course, more hours, more money, more opportunities for us to get, you know, self back on track. Because life happens. I mean, things just happen in our life. It's unsuspected. It just did. But when you decided and said, okay, you know, you're going to work full time, then we saw other doors, you know, open. I would think. So I guess my question for you though is, looking at this day now coming to pass, would there be anything that you would change?
No.
Okay, why?
No, because within that time frame, I don't know if you remember, but I got like 3 promotions during the time that I was there.
Yeah. And bonuses.
Yeah, and we got bonuses.
Unexpected bonuses.
Yeah,
y'all.
we did.
Unexpected
We
bonuses.
got those too. Yeah, I wasn't expecting those.
No.
But
they never mentioned them to you either. I mean, to my knowledge,
I just found out through word of mouth and then deposits. Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, so the increase in pay, and I started out pretty well because I had already had previous banking experience anyway.
Right.
So I didn't have to start at the bottom of the pay scale, which was good. But no, I would not change anything because all of the events that took place led us to where we are now. Each event touched our family in some kind of way. We were able to take care of tuition. We were able to, you know,
because even that was rough. We had to
finagle some things to try to figure it out.
Negotiate with the school, and you know, it was a lot of stuff, man. It was a lot.
Like, hey, can you hold that payment off for another week?
Y'all know how it is. I mean, don't act like y'all don't know. Y'all know how it is.
You know, but then we even got to the point to where, because I remember when I used to go to the grocery store. And have to have a calculator. So that I didn't go over.
Yeah, we have not done that in years, by God's grace. It's I mean, and no shade against anybody. I mean, but we were saying the struggle was real. Like we said, we had to have that calculator. That calculator was our guide.
Right.
You know, it really was.
And I couldn't go over a certain amount. I didn't want to get to the register and say, oh, you know what, I can't do that. Just put this back, put that back. You know, kind of thing. But we've had to do that. And that's why I don't look down on anybody who has ever been through a financial struggle. Because we've been through a financial struggle, and God showed us favor. God protected us. He kept us, and we never lacked for anything. We did not lack for anything.
He always had somebody in our life too that was a blessing to us, and even, you know, at times when people we thought, you know, should have helped us and didn't. Y'all like, well, I didn't want them helping y'all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because
I'm so glad.
Yeah, because then they would turn and use that against y'all. And you have people like that in your life. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, God wants to make sure he gets all the glory in your life when those things, you know, happen. But I'm also grateful for the girls, because what helped you also to accept that full-time position was that we sat down with the girls, all 4 of them at the time, you know, and said, hey, you know, here's our situation. Here's what we're talking about doing. Here's what it's going to look like for y'all. And ladies and gentlemen, it is important for you to sit down with your children,
Yeah.
and give them the real. I mean, you don't have to give them all
You
of
don't have
the
to give them intimate details.
right, but you need to give them enough information so it'll alleviate and remove any confusion or doubt, because you don't want your children to think that you're out here, you know, just leaving home because you're just trying to chase money. It was not
Right.
that. It takes money to do things in this world. Ecclesiastes says money answers for all things, and we know that in the context of that, it's talking about in this physical realm.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So the support that our girls gave us, you know, particularly my wife, was huge, because it helped her to even now, okay, you know what, if they're saying they're good, you know, then it makes it easier for her, and it will make it easier for me as well too. But we also told them that means that they're going to have to work together and support each other and help each other, you know, as sisters. Which is another thing. As families, we try to teach our families the importance of you know, unity, the importance of, you know, taking care of one another, because this is your family. Family helps family.
Right.
You know, and so we wanted to make sure that they understood that, like, if my wife was not able to help me, it was going to affect the family. If I was not going to be able to help my wife, it was going to affect the family. If the kids don't help each other, it's going to affect me and their mother. So we showed them how all of those things are interconnected and interwoven together. That it's not just me.
Everybody has a part.
Everybody has a part to play. So that was a huge, you know, and significant turn of events for us as well too, to where they're like, no.
I think too, what helped me also was the fact that you were understanding of me being in the workforce. It wasn't like you required me to cook a meal 5 days out of the week.
Right.
You know, I cooked a lot, but I didn't cook every day.
Right.
And I tried to cook meals that would last more than one day.
Yep.
But there were times when homework got in the way.
A lot of times.
And I'd be like, okay, it's 8 o'clock and I haven't even started dinner yet.
And some of y'all can relate to that. Some of y'all are going through that. And that's why we're doing this, because we want to encourage you all.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, if you look at, if y'all go through our video history, y'all hear the conversations we've had about my wife working and her desire to come back home. And now the Lord has actually done that. But it didn't come without sacrifice.
Right.
And
planning.
And planning. Yeah. You have to have a goal.
Yeah.
You have to have a goal.
And so what we did was, and part of the planning was, I mentioned it to you. I said, I would like to just start to deposit my check.
Yeah. And I thought she was playing at first.
Just put it over there in the savings account. Don't touch it. And just live off of one income.
Yep. And
see how that works. See if it happens. Yep. You know. And I started doing that. And
how's that been going?
It worked. Because I said, okay, well, if I get to this goal, then I know I'm able to come home. And by the time my last check hits, we'll be at that goal, if not more.
But also, there were some factors that contributed to that, because older girls no longer are being homeschooled. They're
right. So the tuition is lower.
Right. So these are practical things, y'all. We're not, because what we don't want people to get is some pie in the sky idea or pie in the sky perception that, you know, it's just like that. No, there were some steps. There were some practical and tangible steps that we had to make. And again, this was the season that we were in 2018 and 2022. Those 4 years. This was the season where we had to make changes and make moves. You know, we changed what we would do as far as entertainment. You know, going play. I mean, we had to scale back on things. But also, we knew that this was a season that we needed to make these things happen. If we were talking about coming home, then these things need to fall off first. And God allowed that to happen, like you said. So the girls graduated, the VA coming through, you know what I'm saying? And y'all may have heard us talk about how God is a clutch Clutch City God to us. With the Rockets being called Clutch City, coming to at the last minute. Yeah, as we think it is, and so those were things that basically helped. But what I've always wanted to be was supportive of my wife, because I knew that she wanted to be back at home, but I knew also that she did not want to see me out here, struggling, and knowing that if I take another job, it's going to take me further away from home.
Yep.
And I won't be able to be, with my family and things of that nature. So we had to make some decisions.
And there was another thing, now that you bring that up, the decisions that we made concerning your job even, because you could have taken other jobs and been gone 4 or 5 days out of the week.
Right.
And the income would have been met.
Right.
However, we agreed that we did not want my husband to be gone just to meet a financial need. That's not the way our family set up. And that works for some people.
Right.
And that's fine.
Yeah.
But it doesn't work for us, because I was like, okay, well, basically I'm going to feel like a single mom because he's not here.
And our daughters, and now looking back on it,
they needed us here. They needed him here.
Yeah,
yes.
I'm glad I did, because there was some behavior and situations that we had to, And our daughters told me, one of my daughters told me that. She said, I know if you were not in my life, or if I knew that you were not here, I'd be out here wilding.
Yeah.
And that says a lot. I mean, y'all understand this. The world and society is going to tell y'all that men are not needed, we're not necessary. That's a lie straight from the pit of hell.
Right.
Men are just as much needed as women. Matter of fact, we complement each other. We don't compete with each other.
Right.
So when my daughter said that, it reminded me of the scene on Good Time. Remember when Michael had
when he was in that gang.
In that gang.
Yeah. Yeah.
And James was going to be going to Alaska.
Yeah.
And Florida didn't want him to go.
Yeah.
But the money was going to be good.
Yeah.
But he's going to have to be gone for a year.
Yeah.
And that situation that occurred when Michael comes back home and,
got in a fight.
And he's talking about, being in this gang or whatever like that. And James said, no, I'll let you join this group because you said it's about black unity, this and that. But y'all talking about revenge. You just voted yourself out. Yeah, you just getting out.
Yeah.
And he's like, man, you can't take my jacket. He said, look like I just did. You want to discuss? Like, no. But it showed at the end of the episode, Florida was wanting James to stay there, and knew that he needed to be there because he has a son to raise.
Yeah.
He had kids to raise. You know what I'm saying? But so those things were important for me, but God allowed that. And notice how if we just sometimes wait.
Yes.
If we just sometimes wait, you will see God come through. But we're so into this, this mini, this micro fast, I need to have it right now.
And I have to say this. There are going to be times when you feel like giving up.
Oh yeah.
There are going to be times when you feel like, Lord, I don't know if I can do this. I've had those moments.
Some of y'all
have
are there
I not
now.
come to you?
Yeah.
In those moments,
I had to encourage you. I was like, look, we need each other.
Right.
I told her, I said, look, I said, I need you.
I wanted to quit long before now.
Yeah. I said, remember what we talked about. I said, I said, because if you do this, then
how is it going to affect the family?
Yeah. And it's not going to be beneficial to me.
Right. And it's not the right time.
It was not the right time. And so God had to work on her character, and he had to work on mine, because I had to be more patient.
Yeah.
And again, women are the weaker vessels. That's not an attack. That's not a jab. That's the fact.
Yeah.
And so y'all are more emotion driven than the men. So now, what does it look like me being emotional and she's emotional?
Yeah.
My goodness, it would never, we'll never get anywhere. So we had to balance each other out, because there were decisions I wanted to make, and my wife had to talk me off the ledge, about different career changes and things like that.
Yeah.
So we helped each other in that regard. But yeah, I agree. It was, there were times where, it was like, man, I don't know, especially when it's time to get up and go to work. Especially when it's time to get up. I mean, y'all been there. We all know that. But, we are grateful, You know, and I told my wife before, and I said publicly, I'm so proud of my wife. I'm so proud of her, and so proud of you. I'm looking at you because I can't look at you like that. My wife like me. I'm so proud of you. Then we're gonna crash and hit something. So I got to keep my eyes.
Yeah.
You know,
Look forward.
Yeah, I got get pressed toward. You know, but yeah, I'm proud of my wife because again, this was an accomplishment. You know, God answered her prayer when we was praying for her to find a job.
Yes.
That was an answered prayer, y'all. It was an answered prayer because God did not have to answer that, but He did. So
we went to Starbucks and sat down and wrote it out.
That's another thing we did. We wrote the vision out.
That's
what we
right.
did.
We wrote it out. And now I'm writing out my vision for the future.
Yep.
And what it is I'm desiring God to do. And I'm praying and expecting and just waiting.
So let's talk about that real quick then. Have we finished talking about you coming home? I mean, because I know there's going to be some more things she's going to be discussing in other videos as well too. Because this is another journey. This is, you know, her being home again. Now, how long were you a stay-at-home mom before 2018? And Myra in 2002.
I came home when I had Madeline. So I left Harris County in December. I left in December of 2007.
Okay.
So since 2007, that was last time I worked.
Okay. So 2007 to 2018.
Yeah.
How many years is that?
It's what, 11? Is it?
So 11 years.
Yeah.
So 2007, 2018?
Yeah, because 2007 to 17
is 10.
Yeah,
11 years. So I thought it was 12, but I don't know why I thought 12. But anyway, so 11 years you were at home. Mm-hmm. So you were used to being at home.
Yes.
And that's another thing, y'all. That was a culture shock.
Yes.
You know, having to go back out. So.
And that's why part-time was perfect because I just eased my way back in.
Yes.
I didn't have to dive in immediately into a full-time job.
Right. So now that you're back home, what is your next goal? What are some goals? Let's put it out there so people can see, you know, the progression and see the process and progress of that.
I'm wanting to do some things online.
Okay.
I'm wanting to develop some things, some journals and things like that.
But you're doing that now, right? Aren't you starting that now?
I have. I just haven't published them yet.
Haven't published them yet, but she's already working. You're already working on that.
They're in the queue.
Yes.
But I want to do like 3 at a time. I want to put those. There's 3 of them that I have an ideas for, but I've only done 1 so far.
Yes.
I'll put those out, and some e-commerce stuff that I want to look into. My sister Pat knows all about that.
Shout out to Sister Pat, Amy.
So I'm
brother Kevin.
Look into that as well.
Yep.
And just praying about wisdom and other streams of income that I want to develop for our family.
Yes.
I don't want to just be at home and not being helpful. Yeah. I'll be contributing, but I want it to be financial as well.
Right.
As well as the other things. But on this end, I will have control of my time. Mm-hmm. I will not be, punching somebody else's time clock and have to.
Hold on now. I'm punching clock now. Don't. I still got to hit clock now. I still got to hit clock for the man.
But see, that's the next phase.
Oh,
because
my goodness,
I want you to come home too. I want to be like Tabitha. I want to bring my husband home.
That's gonna be another video, y'all, too.
Yeah,
it's because she is serious about this thing.
I really am.
She is, and maybe we'll talk about that in another video.
Yeah.
About her goal for me. So let's talk about your goals for you now, because so also real quick, she's gonna be taking a week off.
Oh yeah, this is my vacation.
So this is what she asked me was at dinner yesterday. She said, so now, Monday. So that means this week I'm just gonna be able to just be off, right? I said, like off for work? No. I already know I'm off from work. I'm talking about like from what did you say? You said just. I
said I want to use this week. To recoup.
Yeah, I told her yes. I said, yeah. I said, yeah. This is your time for you to just kind of like, wake up and realize that you ain't got to get up in the morning. I said, because I'm not gonna wake you up.
And then I can just roll over.
Yeah, I said. So her time to assess and realize that she ain't dreaming. That this was no long dream. And then she hear the clock go off. Like, dang it! I ain't at home yet. No, you're home, Dorothy. You're home. You're home. So. So this week,
like home.
Yeah, this week she's gonna be kind of like processing and reassessing some things, and so she has goals, and so do I for her. So let's talk about those things briefly before we.
My regimen will be what I desire to do is when I do get up in the morning, and when I say get up in the morning, I don't mean noon, I mean actually morning time.
Yes.
And get my devotions in, and reading my Bible, and then do my workout.
Working out.
And then after
there's
my
a
workout,
treadmill. Can I interject 1 second? There's a treadmill upstairs. $1,500 treadmill upstairs that she desired for me to get. Now, it's been used. It has. But she's going to get more use of it now because she's at home, right?
Right.
Yes, right. Because I said to myself,
but that's not the only thing I'm going to use.
I didn't say that. I'm just saying that's one of the things that you wanted me to get for you, and we did.
Yes.
And
I don't even know how we did that either.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, because here's another thing. Because we want our children to be healthy and fit. That's one thing. Because we was talking about diet.
Yeah.
And we was talking about their regimen and things like that. So our oldest daughter, Myra is like she's starting to turn into a gym rat.
Yeah.
She is. I mean, she's going to the gym.
And I'm going with her whether she want me to or not.
Oh yes, because Myra don't want to go. Yeah, why she said she didn't want you going?
Because I'm gonna hinder her.
That's what she said.
Because she's gonna have to show me how to use the equipment and all this kind of stuff. I'm like, I don't need you. I've been at the gym long before you were ever born. Oh my God,
that was so funny to me. When they be having these conversations and my wife be wanting to do something with them, they always be trying to dissuade her as though she's gonna be like the weakest link or be like slowing them down. But the conversation be kind of hilarious. But yeah, so that's one thing. So your prayer time, devotions, working out, the house.
Yes.
The house. Check your daughter. She's sending you a message, I guess. Should be on my phone. But the house. And ladies, when you're working, there's things you want to do to your house and in your house that you don't have the time to do if you were at home. So my wife said that, and that's what I told her. I told her, I said, give yourself a plan. Start with the small things, and then work your way up to the bigger, tasks that you want to do. So she wants to get her house, back in order, the way that she did when we first moved here. So that's another thing. I said, because I want her to see the progress, just like she did, with praying, asking God to bring her home, and He did, and all of these other things. That was the ultimate goal as far as her working outside the home was to come back. But just knowing that these things are tangible, and then getting the support that she needs, I think is going to be helpful as well too. So, but what else?
Well, after that
right.
is when I will take that time to start my classes and learning all of my marketing strategies and. You said,
is it called drop shipping? What is it?
Yeah,
drop shipping. Yeah, you talking about getting into that area too. So, yeah. So yeah, I mean, yeah, just be in prayer for us, and we'll keep y'all informed on how things go with us. Again, my birthday was this past week, 52 years old, and was grateful and thank God for being able to celebrate my family and my birthday, and was thanking the Lord for that. And because I'm not one of them dudes that gotta have the big hoopla and bells and whistles and things of that nature. So It was just good to see, your daughter's car is in your spot. Can you tell the movie, please?
They not here.
They're not here.
Nope.
Okay. Do you have her key?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you can get it moved out in a minute. But so one of the again, for me, I've never been that type of dude to want to have the bells and whistles and all that kind of stuff. I'm a simple guy, so I just was.
Yes, he is.
But here's what I did get. I got a couple things for my birthday. So in the back seat, well, one of the things I got is what you see on my head. Since I'm born and raised from Detroit, what up, though? Right? I told my daughter, I'm trying to find this hat, this Detroit hat. I saw this guy named Hassan Campbell on YouTube. He's rocking a Detroit fitted hat, and it has the bluing. And if y'all know where I can get this hat from, please email me and let me know. I've already went to sporting goods store to try to find it.
You looked on Fanatics?
Fanatics. I went to Fanatics. They don't have it. I hit my brother Jay up. My brother Jay, he's a hat guru. He said that they may not have it in stock. But anyway, I'm trying to find that hat. But so I got me 3 fitted hats. This one matches the shirt, as you can see. It also matches my bride. Y'all see that? Oh, and we don't I don't try to purposely match.
We didn't do that today. We didn't purposely do that today because I didn't.
So I got like 3 fitted hats, and then we went to Foot Locker. Ladies and gentlemen, I've never in my life, ever in my life, purchased a pair of J's, but I did. Not just one pair of J's. I have 2 pairs of J's. That's right. I have 2 pairs of J's. Now, my wife insulted me when I was at the store.
I did?
Yes, you did. You insulted me. And here was the insult. You said, please don't wear those long black socks with those J's. I had to almost forget that I was married. I almost forgot that I was married. Because I was like, lady, if you don't get away with me with this foolishness you're trying to, I don't know how to dress. She said, please don't wear those long black, I wear long black work socks. Matter of fact, I like wearing my black work socks. My black socks, period. I mean, but she acted like I'm looking like some old uncle on the street. So you trying to say I don't know how to dress?
No, dear, I did not say that.
Okay, wait. Do you say, so when I wear shorts, whenever that is red, do I wear long socks with my shorts?
No, you don't.
See?
But you don't wear shorts, though. I don't even know the last time I saw you in a pair of shorts.
But I mean, because I'm not really, wearing something or having to wear shorts where it's short worthy. But anyway, so she's like, yeah, I hope you don't, put on those black socks when you wear these shoes. I said, Sharon, please get away from me. So what she did was she bought the socks from Foot Locker. Then gets mad when she sees the bill. The socks were,
I didn't see how much the stupid socks cost.
The socks were $22.
I could have got some socks at Walmart.
Hey, I did not tell her to get the socks. She wanted to get the socks. I said, well, go get them. And so when she saw the bill,
I should have looked. I didn't.
She said, wait a minute. How is it bill this much? And they gave you a little discount. And I said, well, remember these socks that you bought? Man, what? And I guess she tried to want to take them back, but I guess they were like, no, just take the L.
It's too late.
Yep, they got you. So I got 2 pairs of J's. I got some hats. Got cheesecake from Cheesecake Factory. We just came from getting that. And yeah, I mean, just simple. Oh, and the bed and breakfast. Now the bed and breakfast was not.
It was a Airbnb.
You keep saying Airbnb. We just discussed it in the video.
But
what's the air for?
Bed and breakfast is where they provide you with food. They provide you with breakfast.
They have food. I mean, they have food.
She had eggs in the refrigerator, but yeah.
Okay, so what do you call it then? What was that? What was that called?
Airbnb. It was a B&B.
Okay, so what's the air for?
I don't know.
So why not? So why you try to correct me if you don't know it?
Because it's not a bed and breakfast.
So where did you take me?
To somebody's house.
Somebody's house.
Yeah.
Now this is supposed to be my gift, right?
It was.
Right. And I'm grateful for it. I am. I'm grateful for it.
It just benefited both of us.
As it always does. It always. This and men, I'm pretty sure you can identify when your wife does something for you, and yeah, they'll say it's for you, but it's really for them too, because I didn't wake up and say, you know what, I think I'm gonna go stay with somebody's house this weekend. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna leave the comfort of my home and go stay in somebody else's house, pay them to stay in their house for a weekend, and then come back home to my house. That's what I'm gonna do. That most men don't think like that. So ladies, we understand. Y'all got us. You got us. But I'm not regretting it. It was great. You'll see the the pictures and the video here. It was nice. It was a nice home. Nice area. We definitely appreciate the lady who extended that to us. But yeah, so she's home. I'm going to be working tomorrow. I'm looking forward to seeing how this change is going to gradually come, and we'll keep you all posted.
And I'm going to need encouragement in this journey as well, I'm sure.
Yeah, well, I mean, but it's not gonna be the same as it was when you were working.
No, it won't be the same. No.
Okay, but yeah, you're gonna. But you need to let me. I think you also need to, again, post video journals as you are at home now. I mean, letting people know the things that you're doing, the things you've accomplished. People want to see your progress. It's not about me. People getting tired of seeing me. They want to see you as well too. You need to do your own videos for the women.
Okay.
Just like you did for Sharon's story, I just record you and all that kind of stuff. But you can do it for yourself. I mean, people want to see that. I know they want to see it because people always love hearing your perspective. Anyway, because it's definitely worth it. So anyway, we're done. We're at home. We're just in the driveway. I got to move my daughter's car that's in our spot. And if you have any thoughts or suggestions about future videos that we may like to address and tackle and touch on, put it in the comments. Let us know what you think about this video as well. And hopefully this is an encouragement for those of you who are in that season in your life. You may have children, may want to be a stay-at-home mom again. Trust me, God knows what you have need of, and just trust and know and believe that He is going to provide, just like He has provided for you.
And let me just throw this caveat in there before we end this video. There is nothing wrong with wives and mothers working outside the home.
It is not. Otherwise,
if that is something that you and your spouse have agreed to, that's between you and him.
That's right.
So there's nothing wrong with that. I don't want y'all thinking that you have to be a stay-at-home mom. No, you don't. Right. That's between you and your spouse.
Right.
And what y'all agree on.
And Paul says this, he said, I've learned in whatever state that I am in to be content.
Right.
Being content versus being complacent are two different things. Being content is saying, okay, if God is sovereign, then he has allowed you to be in the state and the season and the condition that you are in. Being complacent is basically just saying, okay, I'm not gonna put forth any effort. You can make changes, but you choose not to. That's different. But being content is saying, okay, I've done my part, and now I'm trusting God to do His part, and I'm going to accept whatever God has allowed to come in my life. Because I think a lot of times when things change in our lives, or the reason why we don't see the change that we are looking for to happen in our lives, because our attitude is messed up. Attitude sucks. Yeah. And so just like us as parents, if your kid's attitude is bad, before you do anything, you got to deal with the attitude. So God has to deal with our attitude. He has to deal with our heart and our disposition toward things that happen in our lives, or things that doesn't go the way that we planned it to go. God has to work on us before He can work out that situation. So that's just my take on that. But yes, please like this video, share this video, hit the notification bell, let people know about our channel. We're trying to grow it, and ultimately we're going to create our own website, because we know how YouTube and these big tech giants are when it comes to content. So if in the event we say something that would get us deplatformed or whatever the case might be, we're going to start having our videos and our content put on a different site. That way you, the viewer, those who have been supporting us, can always go to that channel or go to that website to get the information that you are looking for and that you need. So
Yep.
anyway,
We gotta go.
yeah, we got to go. You know, you all have to go as well too. We definitely thank you for your time.
Hope y'all enjoy the videos that we're gonna attach.
Yes, yes, and hopefully you all will be encouraged by what we have said here. But again, that's our time. We thank you all for yours, and until next time,
Bye.
bye.